Okay, so we are going to go see Natty.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
And what she has to say. She wants us to investigate something, but I can't remember what. Oh, she's not here.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Are you going to turn into a gazelle? Wait, we can... Okay. Hogsmeade. Oh. I guess there's a lot to load in there. You're the furthest away. I'll go see you first.
Revelio.
Let's make sure there's nothing locked up. I think we've opened everything, but you never know for certain.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
And I imagine Officer Singer will do nothing about it. And will be forced to go in there. And of course, Harlow will die. It is what we do.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Those that go to Azkaban never had a chance in the first place.
Oh, in the back?
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I would like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note that might help me to identify it should I come across it?
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Yep, so we gotta go on a scavenger hunt to find all these items.
Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
In here?
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up. Until I came home one night and found my husband gone and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by a week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Yep, I hope it's not too late too. Maybe you'll be able to give her a Christmas present. All of them, perhaps.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hogshead. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Oh, let's hope nothing's happened to her. Are we going to have to find our own scavenger hunt as well? Everyone else has something taken by Harlow. Hopefully Natty isn't the one for us.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Daisies?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio
Harlow has
showed
taken
me where
her.
she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Really?
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
And I think we'll find the others too.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. hidden door. Revelio.
Not so hidden from us.
Mattie must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
How did I get mixed
What is this shimmering field?
Someone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend would be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
Only a Hogwarts would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Revelio.
Why does that one person keep making weird noises?
Lumos.
How do I get that?
Revelio.
Oh, there must be another way up.
I'll tell you that. You'll tell on us first chance he gets.
Who is that?
Got my eye on something about happens. Very good Benjamin Mayhew.
Oops.
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever.
Gwendolyn Zool.
You've been straying from your instructions. Don't interrupt. Mind will go.
Lucas, don't tell us.
A book stand.
Revelio.
Girl's been nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Lucas, don't tell us.
Oi.
Revelio.
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes. I should think
Level 35.
I met at the Hogsmeade later. There are some troubles. They need to remind me that we're still running things.
Turn my back for 1 second and what happens? Calamity. The very moment I don't
Lucas, don't tell us.
You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop would be, whose loyalty is too plain. You have cast a spell with my heart, I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start, you've always been the one. Isabella Philbert. Ah! Oh. You! I command you! You will work for me!
Flash of inspiration. Kids, I shall hand you.
You're mine. Amateurs. They know nothing of magic.
Revelio.
My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over, and I am certain to read it again. Each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please, allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Confringo!
How do we do that? Do you have to go into our inventory or something? That is wand. Well, how do we destroy it? No idea.
Revelio.
Oh. Ah.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, was that it? They hide it so well, yeah? It is nothing. How do we get there? Hey, where does this go?
Revelio.
Yeah, they're just like bits of gold, I think. And oh, yeah, that's just gold too. Is that everything? Yep, looks that way.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us! I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Is Sure, Natty, after I search this. I'm sure you understand. Isco Rabe's wand.
I need your help.
Revelio.
Shouldn't there be more things? Because we needed to find... What was the other things? A gold book. Isco. We found the love letter. So we found two things, so we still need to find the book somewhere. Okay, I guess I can't talk to Natty.
Confringo!
Can't sell that one via her.
Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Okay, but I'm like a god of magic. Oh. Well, can't I just do it? Nothing in here.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
Oh.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be
Okay, bro.
prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
They must, and we killed most of them. If not all of them. Where's the book then? I found Ishko. Is the book going to be somewhere else then? Maybe. Yeah, we can't apparate anyway, we're students. I don't think you learn apparition until your 6th or 7th year.
Revelio.
I can't believe we can't find the book. Ah, what's the R for? Oh, Rookwood? Is that what his name is? I'll be annoyed if I've missed the book. But I'm guessing Rookwood himself must have the book, maybe. This is barrier.
Revelio.
Like, I didn't accidentally pick up the book already, have I? Oops. Well, we have it then.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
I think that'll still be left up to me. Well, there you are.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Except you're not handling it.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must
turned out to be
insist
right,
that
though.
you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I'll make her work with us. Wait, shouldn't I be handing in the things that we took from them? Where were they? Oh, read.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you wanted us to destroy the letter, and we didn't. So where was the other guy? He was just outside, right? All the lights. There's a potion master, so I guess. Well, up here? Was it this house? Ah, yeah.
Mr. Filbert, I have your book.
But how did you... Oh, thank you. I can't tell you what this means to me.
I'm glad to have been of help.
Oh, my. I cannot believe I have this bit of my dearest Dulcibella back. Thank you, my young friend. Thank you.
So I guess he's gone. I could check the clothes store to see if he is there.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Yeah, he's here. Okay. Oh, we can't talk to him? Oh.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Okay, what about the Gringotts lady? Is she here? No. Okay, well, we'll take a drink.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.